Hi, my name is Kenny and I am the productive procrastinator, and today I'm going over my personal productivity method that I'm currently using. I go through probably maybe two different methods per year just based on what I'm doing, and also just to kind of to get me out of doing the same thing. But I've used just about every app you can think of, including all the big hitters like Todoist, Things 3, OmniFocus, TickTick, AnyDo, and these are all like great applications that I've set up, productivity methods with and had success with. But life changes and just the way that I process things, and just the need to actually change my attention every few months. I do end up changing things around. And honestly, setting up a productivity system is also a great way to procrastinate, which is something that I'm trying not to do today. Another issue is that apps that I listed, before are simply to-do list apps that keep me on track. And to me, there are three pillars of productivity, and it's to-do lists, notes, and calendars. And I've been trying to find an app that can do all three of those. And for instance, TickTick can do that to a degree. And one of the other things that I was looking for in a productivity system is a way to be able to track time. And TickTick also was able to track time. They had a focus mode that you could turn on, but the problem was you could not do it by task. And one of the things that Clickup has is that your tasks um, you can time those. You can track the time per task, which is something I've looked for in productivity um, systems before and never seen it before. Not the way that it's this done in ClickUp, which is exactly the way that I've always wanted it to turn out. And so, like I said, I was just kind of looking for a all-in-one system, and ClickUp is really it's a project management system, but it works great for personal productivity as well. So you'll install ClickUp, and it's on Mac, and also there's an application on the iPad, a great application on the iPad, and also on the iPhone. This is the home screen, but what we're going to do is we're going to go to Spaces. And spaces are just kind of like where everything is. This is where everything kind of breathes. And you can look at everything, or you can drill down to what they call, these are the actual areas here. So I have one for personal, one for projects, and one for work. This is something that I would call an area in most other apps, but here it is called a space. And within that space, I have created folders, and within those folders, these are lists. So the way that I've set up all my productivity systems in different apps is, I always have one for personal, which includes everything that I do at home, my finances, errands I have to run, growth, which can be mental, spiritual, and physical growth, and then entertainment, which is different things that I want to watch, video games I want to play, movies I want to watch, TV shows I want to watch, that kind of thing. And I talked about this being all in one application. So what I did here is I set up a different folder for notes, for personal notes. And so I have like a finance note here, but it allows you to actually, if I drill down, there's a good example down here. Well, oh, here we go. So you can really customize it as well. These are pretty robust notes. And this here is actually the ultimate guide to using ClickUp Docs. And as you can see, ClickUp does allow for Markdown, which is great. I mean, They have all kind of different text style options, as you can see here. Banner options that you can make different colors and different annotations, lists. I mean, the one of the things about ClickUp is that it can be a little intimidating because there's so much you can do and it's so robust. But the way that I did it is I just tried to do it as simple as I possibly could. And so, I mean, right now it's pretty simple. I mean, I have 3 areas, or actually 3 spaces, 3 spaces, and this is exactly the same way that I would set up Todoist or TickTick. And there's also, they have subtasks, which is obviously something that is a must. One of the other things that I want to talk about is the way that these are all set up, because whenever you can set these up however you'd like, as far as however, if there's a particular reason that maybe you like Todoist because of, let's just say, the aesthetic, but you like the way that AnyDo functions better. I mean, in ClickUp you can kind of make it your own. You can make it do what you want it to do. I mean, there's really nothing that I haven't been able to get this thing to do as far as a task management system that also has notes and is also calendar based. But what I want to do now is show everything by area. So this is the area again, and if I right click, I want to go to statuses. And so what statuses are just showing where the particular task is at, whether it's open, in progress, or closed. One of the things that you can do is you can actually do a status of done, which is something that is like a recurring item that you want to show as done, but something that you're going to do again. Then you would click that as done instead of closed. But that just added one more step that really wasn't needed, and with this it's all about trying to make it as simple as I possibly can. So I kept it simple here. So I have open and progress, and also whenever you do it here, it also does it automatically for any list that you create. But within those lists, you can go in, you can create different statuses if you want to. And so right now, what it's doing is it's using the space status that we just set. But if you want to do a custom one, you could, with different colors. As far as the different kind of statuses, you can see probably in content. Yeah, so if I'm making a YouTube video and I just started, I might have it as open, and then maybe whenever I put my film in, it's ready, and then I need to add the writing and then approval and whether it's rejected or published, that kind of thing. And then there's also a Kanban example as well. But again, yeah, so I just choose these 3. I just choose open, in progress, and closed. But I really like having an in progress because there are definitely things like in Todoist, I would have to use tags for that. And no surprise, ClickUp does have tags, but really I don't even need the tags. There's everything that I've ever needed in an information that for a particular task I can add in ClickUp. So I'm going to create a new task to just show you what that looks like. So if I open this up, of my personal space, I can see these are all of my different areas or my lists. So let's just say I need to go to Walmart tomorrow to get some milk. I'm going to go to errands and we'll click new task, and I'm going to go to Walmart. And if I'm just doing this real fast, I could just put on there set due date, and I'll set that for tomorrow, save, and boom. But also, if I'm scheduling something and I need to know how long it's going to take, then I may want to estimate this here. And so the time estimates are really nice. So if I want to say, just say I think it's going to take 45 minutes. You can put 45 minutes here, and it did not save. Okay. And I can also set my priority. And then on this little ellipses, I can do all kinds of different other things. I could add it to another list. I could make it a favorite. I could add it to a tray, which is something that you see on the home screen. I could convert it to a list or to a subtask. I could duplicate it. I could email to task. As you can see, I could do a number of different things. But if I open it up, you can see even more. So I can, for here, I can add a description. Need to get some milk. But you know what? That's also, I could put it in that description, or I could put it in this little to-do. I can add a little subtask here. If I need to do milk and peanut butter, this is basically my little grocery list at this point. So I have 2 subtasks. I have this as open. Just click on it once to make it either in progress or complete. Actually, in this case, I actually do have done for this particular project, it looks like. And going to the grocery store would be something that I would put it in done. But again, I'm trying to simplify things. So that is how you create a new task. You can also, if you want to see your subtasks, you just press this. You just press the subtasks and they'll come down. And you can estimate your subtasks as well. You can also due date your subtasks and prioritize, which is urgent, high, normal, low, and you can clear it out. So say it's going to be high for milk, and how about just normal for peanut butter? But either way, I need to go tomorrow, so I need to go to the grocery store. So really, it's and there's a lot of other cool things you can do. There's a whole goals application where you can set, and I haven't used the goals yet, but you can set goals and targets for those goals. It's very there's a lot here, and this is all free. I'm not paying anything for this. There is a pro subscription, but the only thing that it has is I think there's some Gantt charts and a few other things that it shows, but for the most part, I mean, every single thing that I showed here was all free. And if you look at Todoist, you have to pay about $35 a year. Same thing for TickTick. Things 3, I think, is a one-time cost of about $50. So there's a lot of reasons that I'm using ClickUp, and money is not one of them, but it's a nice one that it's nice that this software is free. It's quite the free software. So this is how I use it. I will probably add a couple other videos for how to use the iPad and the iPhone version. But if you have any questions or comments, just put them in the description below, and we will see you next time. Thank you.